Hi, boys and girls. Today, our reading lesson is going to be on making inferences. Everybody say that word inferences. All right, good job. So, good readers make inferences, and inferences are about finding clues in the text so that I know what the story is going to be about. Last week, we talked about using our reading voice, what the text says, and we talked about using our thinking voice, what the text means. When we're making inferences, boys and girls, we use both of those voices together. So today we're going to be looking at a couple of pictures. Remember last week how I said that we can use our reading and our thinking voice when we look at pictures, when we read, when we solve math problems. We can use them for anything. So today I have a couple of pictures for us to look at, and we're going to be looking for clues in the pictures. So let me go ahead and pull one up first. Okay. So I want you to take a couple of seconds and look at the picture. Okay, I want you to think about what happened in the picture. Okay, so now that we have looked at the picture for a couple seconds, let's talk about it. What is this boy looking at? So I think I pretty much know. I'm using my thinking voice to look at this broken window. I think the boy is looking at this broken window. Let's use our thinking voice to think about, how do you think the boy feels? Well, I'm going to look at the boy's face to try to see how he feels. And I notice that his eyes are wide open and his mouth is wide open. I think he's feeling maybe shocked. He's very surprised. What probably caused the window to break? Now, there's a couple of clues. Remember, I said that inferences is about finding clues. I notice that the boy is holding a bat. So, what do you think caused the window to break? You can tell somebody next to you or just think it in your own brain. I think you're probably right. I think that boy used the bat to hit a ball, and it accidentally went through the window. And I think it was an accident because he looked so surprised at what happened. And so who do you think did this to the window? Yes, all the clues are pointing to that boy maybe hitting that ball through the window. So see how we used our thinking voice mostly? We looked at the picture, we looked at the clues, and that's about making an inference about what's happening. I have another picture for us to look at today. Uh-oh. Let's take a minute to look at the picture. Okay, so remember, boys and girls, when we're making inferences, again, we're thinking about clues and we're using our thinking voice for these pictures especially. Do we know the first thing that draws my eye is this big yellow sign? Does anybody know what kind of sign this is? Well, I know that yellow, first of all, means to slow down, especially if I'm thinking about like a yellow light. If I'm driving, I know that means I need to slow my car down. So this yellow sign and this triangle remind me that it's to be careful. It's a caution sign. And there's also a visual here of somebody falling. So this sign, we can also read the words, says caution, wet floor. Uh-oh. So what do we think happened? Go ahead and think in your brain or tell a grown-up what happened here. Do you think that this man was being careful or showing caution? Maybe he didn't see the sign. And so what happened to the man? Yes, he fell. And what happened to his papers because he fell? The dog has the remote. Yes, he fell down and he dropped all of his papers all over the floor. So I wonder if I was thinking maybe a clue is that he was busy. He looks like a businessman. He's wearing a tie. He has lots of papers. Maybe he was rushing around and not paying attention to the wet floor sign, and that caused him to fall. So, boys and girls, we can make inferences all the time. We can look at people and make inferences. We can read stories and make inferences. We can, again, solve math problems making inferences. It is so important to think about what you're reading, think about what you're seeing. All right. So when you are done, I would like for you to find something to read. Maybe it's a book. Maybe it's one of the papers that Mrs. Holman posted to the website. If you have a printer, you can print one off. And I want you to practice making inferences. You can look at the pictures, you can read the words, and let me know how it goes. All right. Have a great day.